Hello, beautiful people. So I'm feeling called to do a reading right now for the collective masculine and feminine. This relates as to what's going on within ourselves as well as perhaps within the external unions. I'm going to start off with some plant medicine. We're going to read for the feminine and for the masculine. So the feminine got St. John's wort, which is radiance. Masculine got the cordyceps, which is revival. Which is interesting because I just posted a video about feminine healing that relates to the butterfly. And cordyceps is actually created by the corpses of caterpillars who eat the wrong fungus. So this is a really significant messages that are already coming through for this. So here we have St. John's wort, which is radiance. And what I get from this card is a lot of really powerful movement, reclaiming the wild woman, kind of embracing your fullest, wildest, truest self, that there's no masks anymore, that like we are naked, we are raw, we are running wild and free. There's a house on fire in the background, which signifies to me that old structures are completely being eliminated, that there is a new dawn ahead of us as the woman like runs towards magical new beings. Here we have gentleness of deer and the fertility of rabbit, with there being two. Really see, just such strong presence. There has been a lot of energy today, specifically, and whenever you're watching this video, it must apply to you too, around the solar plexus energy. There's a lot of yellow energy coming forth. So I really would like everyone to just take some time, whether you're masculine or feminine, and spend some time with that solar plexus energy. Listen to some clearings, just listen to maybe some HZ music that focuses on that chakra, sound bowls, whatever you need to do to kind of reclaim that connection to self and self-empowerment. I really feel like that's the invitation right now, is coming back to ourselves. Now, here we have, so there's some mirroring going on in these cards too. There's two mountains in these cards, there's two mountains in these cards, right? Now, this might be this is day, this is night. There's a revival coming forth. I really feel that like the masculine has been doing some really deep inner work, has been connecting deeper with spirit, identifying more what he wants, and these two are on their same playing field. They're working together. Now, to tie it back to the cordyceps message, I really feel that the invitation here is that the work that the masculine has done has created the fertile landscape for the feminine to run forward. Now, there is a birthing energy here. He is stepping forth. There's actively like active DNA strands coming together and being intertwined. So this really feels like a fusion of earth and spirit. It feels like starting from the ground up, but starting as our truest, most fearless, boldest selves. What I also like doing it, I get a lot more earth energy in this card as a whole, but then we've got the expansiveness of the eagle spirit. And here I get a lot more spirit energy, very free and untamed, like kind of running on a rainbow almost. And at the same time, this feels more of earth. So it's, more of sky, this feels more of earth. So I feel like there's just, that this feels more of earth and this feels more of sky is what I was trying to say. So I really feel like there's a very strong complement of energies going on right now between the masculine and the feminine. They're coming from opposite sides, but they're actively working together to make this work happen. Now, what's even more beautiful is the card that comes up is Bobinsana. And it's trust. It's also 8. This is also equals 8 as 26, and this is the energy of 2. So what I see here, and 8, of course, is our symbol of infinity, of sacred union, but there's tons of DNA strands flying around. There's some whale medicine. Again, we've got these mountains in the background, but now the woman is almost one of the mountains. There's connectings with the ancestors, the joy of hummingbird, the sacred wisdom of the whale. We've got this similar rise of the sun going on. So there's a lot of cards in this deck, and not all of them have this exact same symbology of the mountains in the background, that are paired mountains. And it kind of, what makes me feel like is going on is, it reminds me of that Disney song, I Lava You, where the mountain has this deep yearning for his beloved. And it's male yearning, and he's yearning and he's yearning and he's yearning, and she's like down below, like just kind of waiting for the time to rise up, which shows me that it's like, okay, well, we've got the divine feminine rising. Now, the fact that there's this time here in this compass, and it is a sacred spiral, also makes me think of the movie Moana. So again, more restoration of the feminine, but that the time is melting away, like that this trust is actually, like, divine timing is actively in motion. There's nothing to fear. There's so much symbology on this card, it makes me want to cry, that's related to just messages of my own life in this time. But there's also a Merkaba. I was just reading about the Merkaba energies and how in sacred union you can start to intertwine those and make that a divine practice. There's just such beautiful things flowing in these cards together. I'm going to try to hold them all up together, because this is sacred work in action. This is the divine masculine and feminine working together without doubt. I feel really good about this. And actually think that I might just leave this as the reading and maybe do a part 2 where we go into the more internal and physical energies, because this to me just really sums it up. Okay, I also yesterday received my own message about eagles that I want to bring forward as well. I was told at the dentist we were looking at pictures of the eagles' nest cams that are kind of in the area near where I live. She's like, yeah, they just waited for so long to be able to have a family, and so it's been so fun watching these 2 little eaglets come into being, and da-da-da-da-da. And she was talking about that, and she's like, yeah, it's just taken them so long. And then she goes, okay, well, yours is in 6 months. And the way she said it made me feel like I was Cinderella and she was my godmother, like telling me like what was moving forth. And of course she was talking about my next dental cleaning, but the way she said it zung through me, like in spirit of just trust the timing now. There's nothing more you have to do. Like, you can still be in components of yearning. And like, that's always a part of it, right? Like, you might not actively be together right now, or there might be some circumstantial things that are keeping you apart. However, just trust this process, this process coming together. Bobinsana is also a plant that you can use to do some dream and portal work. I'm getting some energies around the ocean and the sea. Maybe there's a lot of Lumerian things. I feel like this is also bringing more restoration energies, but there's so much joy and so much activation. I feel like our sacred DNA is being fully activated right now, and it's being activated not only by our freedom and our joy and our stepping forward and authenticity, letting it all go. It's being activated from the ground up, and the masculine is bringing the spiritual energy forward. So this is really beautiful. All right, I'm going to stop this reading here. I'm going to continue it on in another video because I feel like this is so whole in itself. But stay tuned for part 2 if you want the internal and external energies as it manifests. All right, thank you for watching.